vlogging, which I am super excited about. I used to really enjoy vlogging, but then I had a baby and I just didn't have any time. So I'm back now and I'm hopefully gonna start uploading weekly videos, but I'm not gonna make any promises like I did last time because I do have a 5-month-old little baby. So yeah, I'm just gonna do them as and when. But basically this channel will be about motherhood, anxiety, postnatal depression, and just probably a lot of random stuff as well. So in today's video I am going to be talking about 5 of my best anxiety tips that I personally feel worked really well for me, and I'd like to share them with you in the hopes of it helping you as well. So I'm just going to get straight into it because otherwise if I don't I'm just going to be blabbing on. So my tip number 1, which is like a lifesaver to me, is to have a routine. So when I was going through like the worst part of my depression, I would find that I would literally just wake up and it would be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I wouldn't have done anything. I would just be moping around and just crying, and yeah, it was just awful. So what I started doing was I literally made myself a rota. I know it sounds a bit weird, but honestly, like, it was the best thing. So say for example it was Sunday evening, and what I would do is I would then make a rota for Monday. So it could be something like wake up at 8, breakfast at 8:30, 9 o'clock, have a shower, 9:30 take the dog out, and I would literally, I'm not kidding, like fill up every hour. And it didn't have to be anything like extravagant, like you haven't got to go ice skating or whatever, but just having something to look at so you know, right, I've got to do this then I've got to do the washing, then I've got to do the dishes, and then I've got to have lunch. It just distracts you. That's basically like the main thing about it, is distractions, because when you're anxious and depressed, it's very easy to just sit there and then the whole day is gone and you've just done nothing but cry. So if you are struggling right now, give it a go, because honestly, like, it might not work for you, but it worked amazingly well for me. And literally within, I'd say like 2 weeks of doing it, I just felt so much better because I just didn't have the time to sit around being depressed and anxious. I would just look at my rota and I'd get up and go. So that's probably like my main tip. So tip number 2, now this is another like crucial one for me, is make sure you surround yourself with loved ones. Like, I can't express this enough. There's nothing worse than going through a hard time and then spending time with people that just don't get you, because it's just going to make you feel worse. So keep your loved ones close. Like, when I was going through postnatal depression, I was so lucky because my closest friends and family, they gave me the space that I needed, but they still sort of reassured me that they were there for me. So like, I wasn't texting people back, I would cancel plans, and I was just a bit of a nightmare. But they didn't get angry with me, they were patient, and they understood that I was just going through a hard time. They didn't take it to heart or anything like that, which some people did take it to heart, who I no longer speak to, because I just think if you're going through a horrible time and people get pissy at you because you're cancelling a plan or whatever, like, I don't really see them as being a true friend. So yeah, just spend time with the people who make you happy. Don't be around people who bring you down, because when you're already feeling like absolute crap, you don't need to be around people who don't care and don't get you. So that is definitely oh my god, I don't know what, my mind keeps going blank. Anyway, let's just move on. Tip number 3, treat yourself like you have the flu. Now, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but honestly, like, if you've got the flu, you're probably going to make sure you get lots of sleep, you're going to drink lots of water, you're going to, you know, give yourself good food, and it makes you feel better. Now, when you're anxious and when you're depressed, as far as I'm concerned, it's an illness. Like, it is a mental illness, so you need to give yourself some TLC. So with me, when I get anxious and depressed, the first thing that goes is my appetite, and literally I am like just about 5 foot and 7 stone. I am tiny, like, and if I'm stressed for literally a week, I can lose half stone. So what I tend to do is that when I am kind of going through these periods like depression, is I just try and make sure that I'm getting 3 healthy meals. Breakfast is like a massive one, because my anxiety is always the worst in the morning. Now, if you're like me and like you wake up feeling panicky, if you don't fill yourself with goodness, like your anxiety is just gonna get worse. So try and give yourself breakfast, like even if it's like an apple, like just anything, and try and stay away from junk food. Like obviously when you're feeling down, it's quite easy to think about pizzas and donuts and whatever, but that's just gonna make you feel like crap. You need food that's gonna give you energy, because when you're anxious and depressed, you're lacking a lot of energy. So yeah, just treat yourself like you got the flu and give yourself some TLC. Tip number 4 is go on a daily walk. Now, this took me like a long time to actually do, because I didn't want to go outside for like a long time after I had Willow. Like outside was like very scary to me, but like through the encouragement of like my family and stuff, I did end up going on like daily walks. So I would literally wake up, have my breakfast, and I would just go straight out for a walk, like sometimes on my own if I wanted to, or sometimes with my mum or whoever. And you know, you don't have to do like a 2-mile walk, even if it's just a walk around the block, but make it quite like a brisk walk so that you get a bit out of breath. But basically, like A, you're exercising, B, like you're in fresh air, and C, like it just gives you a bit of like time and space to just kind of like get your thoughts together before you start your day. So I would definitely say to try and do that. And tip number 5 is to pamper yourself. So whatever you like doing, whether it's knitting, whether it's bloody, I don't know, bath bombs, or whatever it is, like everybody has something that they really enjoy doing. And like when people get anxious and depressed, like they lose interest in the things that they used to enjoy, and that's what makes the depression worse. So me, like I've always loved baths. Like I love going to Lush and buying like a load of bath products, like bath bombs and stuff. Like that's my thing. So when I was anxious and depressed, I'm not kidding, I was literally having like 4 bath bomb baths a day, which is a bit ridiculous and was costing me a lot of money, but like it was making me feel better, and that's like the most important thing. So you need to just kind of try and remember what made you feel happy before you got depressed, and just try and like slowly implement those things back into your routine, because it'll make you feel like yourself again. And like I always like lose myself when I get depressed, like I'm just like a different person. So like doing little things that I used to enjoy just brings me back to like where I should be. So yeah, so that's my 5 tips. I'm gonna do another 5 for next week's video, because I have many tips. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said, I am going to try and do these weekly, but you'll have to bear with me because I'm in college and I have a baby, and you know, it's like just life. But if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, shoot me a message on Instagram or put it in the comments here. I'm happy to pretty much talk about anything. I'm a bit of an open book. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm super excited to be back, and I'll see you again. Bye!